Well, just like in the human society, livestock vaccinations are awfully important when it comes to stock show animals. Let's take you over to Brock Veterinary Clinic and hear from one of their experts on a vaccination program. Dr. McElwee, on Stock Show Confidential, we've asked some of our fans to log on Facebook or on our website and ask us some questions. Well, we've got a question coming from a young man from down in Round Rock, Texas by the name of Hayden Tucker, and he wants to know the proper time and when he should vaccinate, like his show steers.
Okay, so vaccination, very important in preventing disease. We got a couple of categories of vaccines, one for respiratory diseases and another for clostridial and other type bacterial diseases. So that's two broad categories. So typically the viruses that we vaccinate for are IBR, PI3, BRSV, and BVD. But these respiratory viruses are very important to vaccinate for in show animals that are traveling and exposed to large populations of animals, because that's where they pick up these things. The main thing in these animals is to start early and to properly booster their vaccine. So if you purchase them from a reputable breeder, you want to make sure that they're vaccinated prior to picking them up so you don't have sickness on hauling them home and getting them into a new environment. Blackleg is another important one. It's a whole category of clostridial diseases. They can cause sudden death. These bugs live in the dirt and form from spores, and so they're always there and always a big threat. So you want to give at least one of those in a booster and then booster that once a year thereafter, prior to when you're starting to feed and show these animals.
Well, if somebody's not sure whether this calf has had the proper vaccines, is it okay to go ahead and give it to them again?
Yes, it's never hurts to go ahead and vaccinate again if you're not sure. At the worst, you're just not gonna, the animal doesn't really need it, but there are very little negative effects from giving these vaccines again. Even if they've had them recently, it doesn't make much difference really.
Well, one thing that people do need to do, obviously, is they need to check with whatever show that they're going to make sure that they're within the time frame for those injections once they've given one of those, because at some of the shows, obviously they will do a drug test.
Exactly. Typically the biological products are not a big problem as far as testing at shows, but always read the label. Anything that you're giving to a show animal, read the label and check with the proper resources to make sure that those shots are not going to cause any trouble with withdrawal times.
Well, if you always have questions about anything, be sure and contact your local vet. Don't take it upon yourself to try to treat these animals. These guys are experts, they know what they're doing, and you ought to always talk with your local veterinarian about any type of injection that you're having or any problems that you're having.
I'm Dr. Dustin McElwee with Brock Vet Clinic, Lamesa, Texas. If you have further questions or would like more information on Ask the Vets here, please look up www.stockshowconfidential.com.